G'day everyone, the no recoil LAPA. Let's get into it. For this video, I'll be using the new Taylordrift ScottishTryHard 3.0 beta script. To download that one, you'll need to be in the Taylordrift Discord, and there'll be a link to that in the description. Also in the description, you'll find a link to a video of mine explaining how to install the newest firmware and also get the newest beta version of Zen Studio. You'll need to do both of those things if you want to use this script. You'll also find a link to another video of mine showing you a very quick setup guide for this script, so if you're brand new, go and watch that one first and then come back to this one. First off, let's have a look at these attachments. So I've gone with 8-inch suppressor, Ranger barrel, microflex LED, Raider stock, and the 50 round mag. Alright, so I'll go through some anti-recoil stuff for this weapon. Before I do, I'm just going to quickly show you a clip. You'll see in the clip that I shoot at a person, finish them, no issues, it beams the shit out of them. But when I shoot at the wall there, I'm going to turn around, shoot at the wall, you'll notice that the recoil does move down a little bit, moves to the side a little bit too. I do this just to show the difference between shooting at a person and shooting at a wall. As you can see, again, beams the person. This is why when you're shooting at a wall and working on your anti-recoil values, it does work, but it doesn't give you the very best idea of what it's going to be like when you're actually using it playing the game. Okay, so if it is moving around a little bit when you're shooting at a wall, then don't stress, go out and play the game and test what it's like shooting at an actual person, because you might be surprised at the results, okay? But either way, working out the anti-recoil is very simple with this weapon. You're just going to need to use the Rumble or Legacy anti-recoil feature. Which one is completely up to you. I'm going to go with Rumble. All you do is you come into the vertical part and you start turning that one up. Now, I'm not going to use any horizontal because just naturally keeping your thumb on the right stick when you're shooting at somebody will naturally control the horizontal recoil of the weapon anyway. So when the enemies are moving left and right, you're moving the aim left and right, it's naturally controlling that horizontal recoil anyway, so I don't even bother with it. But if you do want to, the weapon's recoil does go to the right, so you are going to have to put your horizontal values into the negative. But that's if you do want to worry about it. I personally don't care. But either way, so vertical, you start on a number. It's up to you. Start on something, and then you shoot at the wall to test that one out. So we've got a bit of recoil there, as we can see. So because that still goes up, what we do is we go into the menu, back to anti-recoil, and we increase our vertical anti-recoil strength, and then we back out. Now, I'm not saying for everybody to start on 5 and then increase to 15 if it goes up. What I'm saying is just to follow this process, right? So start on 5, 10, 20, whatever you want to, start on something. And then if that recoil goes up, you're going to increase that vertical anti-recoil value, and you increase it by however much you want to increase it by. Once you've done that, you back out so it saves, and you give it another test. So let's see here. And again, we're getting that little bit of movement, but it doesn't really matter too much. Going down, so maybe we decrease this a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if I had some stick drift there, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. So never buy a PowerA controller. Just take my word of advice on that one. Let's test this out again. There we go. I mean, it's still moving up that. Who cares? I mean, look at that. That's that's absolutely fine. If I go back in and turn the anti-recoil off, if I just put it down to 0, even put that on nothing, and then just have a look at what it's like without any anti-recoil at all next to that. All right, let's see. Yeah, you know what I mean? So even though it does move around that tiny little bit, or it moved up a little bit, it's nothing to worry about. I know I had some issues here. Again, it's the controller. I do not recommend PowerA controllers. I recommend getting paddles. They're great, but not this controller. That's how simple it is. You're just going to go in there, increase that vertical anti-recoil value until you find a point where you're happy with it. Even if you aren't happy with it shooting at a wall, still go and test it out shooting at a person, because you're probably going to notice a bit of a difference there and be actually quite happy with it. Now, if you're brand new to the script, one thing I recommend doing for aim assist is coming to this admin value section, moving over to the 456 part and scrolling through this list. What these ones will do, these are admin preset aim assist values. So the admins of the Taylordrift Discord, including myself, all submitted their own aim assist values for the script, and these are all in here. Okay, so whichever one you choose, you don't need to select it by pressing A or X. You just use your D-pad to scroll through, and once you get to the one that you like or one you want to try, you just stop on it, and then you press B or circle to back out, and it will preset all of the aim assist values that they use. Now, there's none in here that are the best, because if you ask 1,000 people that use this script, not all of them are going to be using the same preset, so there's none that are the best. It's just whatever feels comfortable for the person using it. What I recommend doing is starting on whichever one you want to, playing a few games on that one, and then choosing the next one, playing a few games on that, choosing the next one, playing a few games on that. You will eventually find one that you're pretty comfortable with. I do have mine in here as well. I'll go down to towards the bottom here, you can see Wano console and Wano PC. They're both pretty much the same. The only difference is the PC one has a higher radius to compensate for the higher FOV that you have when you play on PC. And there we go. So that's everything I wanted to cover for this video. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask those in the comments. And now I'm going to leave you with some clips of me using this weapon. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time.
standing by. Hostile dropping into the area.
I'm taking fire!
Hostile dropping into the area. Up the sky. Enemy UAV active. Enemy dropping into the AO. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I think you know your mom's gift.
Airstrike, ready when you are.
This is Phoenix 3. Strike inbound.
Destroy it and recover the cash. Enemy dropping into the AO. Move to the target area. Enemy soldier nearby. Enemy UAV active. Into the AO.
Come on, stay with it.
You hear me?
Enemy UAV active.
I need you to get up here, Guardian. I need you to help me kill these.
You're good. Stay tight.
Enemy advanced UAV overhead. Be mindful.
Throwing stun. Fire over here.
There's no place.
He tried it.
Oh,
They're on me.
Did you shit on him? The SC-10 supposed to be lit too.
no.
I tried it. Bro, there's so much money up there.
Dropping into the AO. Revert left.
I just shit on that one.
Oh, of course, from the fucking tower. Yeah, it's
Hello, how are you doing today, guys? This nigga just fucked me up with the bar. But it happened on that bike.
Enemy soldier nearby.
I'm getting hit.
UAV is getting close.
Throwing stun.
Oh.